What up, tuners? Welcome to my school. It's Sunao here. Today, I'm with,
Rupa Sensei,
as usual ですね。
at your service.
今日はいい感じにヒゲがワイルドになってますね。
Yeah, a little wild, you know? A little cowboy style, you know? Pirate style?
ブラックシャツにね。
You never know, you never know. Rupa Sensei is starting a pirate crew.
今日は Thanks for joining Wild Rupa Sensei.
My pleasure.
ということで今日はですね、Celebrity English Check 第12弾ですね。12th.
Okay. And what is today's theme?
テーマはですね、今日は Actors ですね。
Actors.
Japanese actors.
Very cool, very cool.
まあ、some of them は use English for their jobs ね。
Yeah.
だからまあ、彼らの英語がね、まあ実際にね、そう仕事で使うってなると、どうやって勉強してるのかとかね、まあこういった実際に英語を使って活躍されている方たちの英語をロールモデルにしてね、皆さんも何かためになるものを学んでいただけたらと思いますので。
Fantastic.
ということで今日はね、アクターズのイングリッシュをチェックしていきたいと思います。
Lights, camera, action.
ということで、Let's dive in.
Let's dive in.
Let's dive in. はい、ということでですね、今日はまず第1人目の、アクターはですね、福士蒼汰さん。
Fukushi Sota. Oh, yeah?
仮面ライダーとかやってる人。
Oh, Kamen Rider.
やってた。もともと宇宙来たーをやってた人です、
Okay.
それで有名になった。
But that's a Japanese movie, yeah?
So-
Not in English. Has he done any movies in English?
I think so. で、まあ彼は自分で英語を勉強したらしいです。特にhe hasn't studied abroad or anything. Like,
独学。
そう、独学で、
Nice.
学校の英語プラスで自分であとはセルフトーって勉強したらしいですね。
Good
という
on him, man.
はい。ということで、まあそんな福士蒼汰さんの英語をチェックしていきたいと思います。
Let's check it out.
Yeah, I'm playing Yuto, who is a computer expert, and then, yeah, who is very smart, intelligent, and outgoing as well. And then, yeah, he is the last person who can connect outside. Yeah. Actually, I don't have my laptop. Yeah, I wish I could like him. Yeah. Biggest challenge. My character's biggest challenge is maybe last scene. Yeah, which is scientist is always cool as a cucumber, but the last scene at the time I get upset and then becomes yeah, very emotional. So yeah, the scene is gonna be very challenging.
Right!
Okay.
どうでしたかね、彼の英語は Cool as cucumber で
Cool
した。
as a cucumber. Yeah. One of my favorite phrases.
はい、まあすごく流暢で、多分インタビューの前に若干プリペアドしてるかなっていう感じありますかね、内容を喋る内容とか。
Yeah, I don't know. It sounded pretty natural to me.
Oh,
It didn't sound too pre-prepared. Obviously, he probably maybe thought about his character a lot. So he probably might have even had these kind of conversations with himself.
うん、そうだね。
But yeah, my first impression, absolutely fantastic range of vocabulary.
OK。
You know, like even his pronunciation too, with words like intelligence, and then you know even some slang, cool as a cucumber.
Cucumber。
What was it again in Japanese? Reisei de kakkoi.
あ、冷静でかっこそうだね。キュウリのように冷たいみたいな意味でしょ。
Yeah.
So we don't actually have the exact metaphor.
Right, right.
Yeah, but なんて言うんだろうね。キュウリみたいにイケてるみたいな。
Nah.
That sounds weird. But
Yeah, but you know, like reisei de
あ
kakkoi.
あ、だからまあ冷静沈着みたいなのかな。
Yeah. Cool, calm, collected.
あ、そうそうそう。
Yeah.
冷静沈着かな。うん。
Pretty same meanings there, yeah, similar meanings, yeah. Yeah, absolutely fantastic range of vocabulary there, and even some, you know, native expressions mixed in there. I can tell that he's also probably done a lot of Eikaiwa. The way he was very calm, he was cool as a cucumber too, even speaking English. And even probably he studied some movies in English,
そうね。
right? You can tell that because his pronunciation was very good. If I'm going to be very picky, there was only a couple mistakes in his grammar.
Okay.
So I think he said, I becomes upset or crazy at the end.
I become upset.
Yeah. Or because he's an actor, he could also say he becomes.
He
talking
becomes.
about the character.
ああ、なるほどね。
Yeah.
だから自分自身の役だけど自分自身じゃないからその役のことを he becomes っていうのね。
Yeah.
He becomes.
Even though it's you, but it's the character.
So,
yeah. So
yeah,
he
I see.
becomes upset. Yeah.
なるほどね。
He's normally cool, calm, collected. He's normally cool as a cucumber. but he becomes upset at the end.
なるほどね。
Yeah.
ちょっとネタバレしちゃってるね。スポイラーがもう。
True, yeah. I guess so.
Do you see any room of improvement for him?
Yeah, I guess he could do with a good brush up of the basics. Just for little things like that.
ちょっとしたグラマーミスとか
Yeah,
ね。
first person, second person, third person. But then also, as you said, this isn't like a planned speech. I'm sure normally in conversation, he wouldn't make too many little mistakes like that. And that's also being very picky. Like, obviously that still makes complete sense.
そうだね。
Yeah,
もし言うとしたらっていうことね。
Yeah, yeah.
留学もしてなくても学校の英語
Oh, wow, that's
と
amazing.
独学でここまでってすごいよね。
Yeah, really good. That's really amazing. So he never lived like overseas or?
I don't think so.
Wow.
I checked a little background of him and he got interested in English from just a school class.
Yeah, really impressive.
So-
Really impressive.
ということで、Let's rate his English ですね。
All right, I'm gonna rate our man Sota over here. I'm gonna give him a
どこどこどこ
8
8!
point
ポイント
3.
3! おー
Pretty
高
good score.
い
Yeah, yeah.
前回の村上春樹さんより高いよ。The author.
Oh, the author. Yeah.
高いね。やっぱこのナチュラルカンバセーションというかこの自然な感じが
Was that one a speech? Yeah,
so.
maybe that's why. So.
だからこの自然な会話がすごく
Yeah.
高得点につながってるんです
Yeah,
か
yeah,
ね。
exactly. And also, cool as a cucumber, man. Give him an extra point 3.
それはルパエクストラポイントが入ってるね。
Yeah.
なるほど、わかりました。8.3ポイントということですね。
There you go.
高得点ですね、いきなりおめでとうござい
Really
ます。
good, man. Really good.
はい。
Awesome English.
かしこまりました。じゃあ次行ってまいりましょう。次はですね、宮沢ひよさん。多分知らないよね。
I don't know. Yeah.
まあ、彼すごくもう先にちょっとネタバレしちゃうとすごい英語が上手なんですけど。
Okay.
で、ちょっと彼のバックグラウンドを言いますと、He was born in San Francisco ですね。
Okay.
だけど、He came back to Japan.
Yeah.
Then he went to international school from kindergarten to high school.
So you call
Here.
it a what do you call it again? Kikoku shijo.
帰国子女 returning、
Yeah. But this isn't shijo jose, but it's a dude.
まあまあまあ細かいことは気にし
I
ない
always thought that was weird Japanese, you know.
あでもなんかね説明があったな There's an
Maybe if you know,
explanation.
let us in the comments. Let us know in the comments.
なんかあった説明がそうで also he went to college in the States California、
wow.
for
So a lot of time
two years
abroad.
yeah. そう
A lot
だ
of
から
time abroad.
もう海外歴の方がむしろ長いかもしれない、
Hyo.
はい、ということで、まあ、そんな彼の英語を聞いていきたいと思います
He was a very rare name. Hyo.
ヒヨそうレアだね
Yeah, yeah.
I've never met a Japanese guy named ヒヨそれではヒヨさんの英語を聞いていきます
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for having me here. It's an honor to be here with the amazing director, Daishi Matsunaga. Amazing, yeah. I love him.
Thank you.
Yes.
So do we. So do
Yes, we all love him. I've always dreamt of being here, so it's a great honor. I haven't used my English in a while, so please bear with me, but I hope to have a lot of fun here. Thank you.
He told me at that time, "Oh, I think I still have so much more to learn here." Why don't you go to Hollywood, Miyazawa?
I mean, I would love to. That is obviously one of my big dreams, to perform abroad, not necessarily only in America, Hollywood, but somewhere outside of Japan. Yes, I'm trying. But I actually had the opportunity of visiting London in January of this year, and I watched a couple of plays, and I was just amazed by the performances abroad. And
That's okay. Don't worry. You have what it takes.
really, okay.
Right
Yeah, mate. What can I say? I guess we'll keep it short and sweet. 10 out of 10.
やっぱり
Obviously,
10,
yeah, yeah.
10 out of 10です
10 out
か
of 10. Yeah, perfect English.
あ OK
And good luck, you know, with his dream
So,
going
man.
overseas and doing acting overseas in Hollywood.
in
and stuff.
Hollywood and stuff ね
Yeah.
もう10 out of 10ですかやっぱ
100%. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
わかりました
Even though he said I haven't used the mic.
Bear with me
bear
I was
with me.
like how
Perfect English.
Okay.
Yeah. That's a very Japanese thing to do. Yeah.
あそうだだから
Yeah,
まあ
humble,
スピリットはそうねジャパニーズなのかもしれないね
Yeah,
やっぱり
yeah,
日本
perfect
の
English.
文化で育ってる
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
でもまあパーフェクトということ
Yeah,
で
yeah, yeah.
10点満点です
Yeah, fantastic, man.
はいじゃあ次行きます
Yeah, what can I say? Nothing else to say.
あでもアクセントはアメリカンどう
Yeah, I would say very neutral accent.
だからまたやっぱインターナショナルスクールとかで習った人
Yeah.
独特の
Pretty, I would say standard American accent. I couldn't really pinpoint like where in America. It's not really like a Californian or a New York accent. I'll just say very neutral, very clear.
だからマッケンユーさんみたいな感じ綺麗なスタンダードイングリッシュってことですか
Yeah.
わかりました
Very clear pronunciation, enunciates all his words, which actors tend to do.
はい
Yeah.
じゃあまあ綺麗な英語で10点満点ということです
Yeah, absolutely.
はいじゃあ次行ってみましょうはい続きまして third person はですね鈴木亮平さん
Suzuki.
はいアクターさんですね彼は身長190センチぐらいある
Wow.
はいでなんと彼はですね英検1級
Okay.
ソータと一緒
That's why, bros. Shout out.
Then he was studying abroad when he was in a second and third year of junior high school.
Okay.
Yeah, but just a month.
Okay, short trip.
そうそう。で、2回留学してて、で、その後に、when he was the first year of high school, he studied abroad for 1 year.
Where in America?
Not sure, but he said like countryside.
Okay.
Of America, where nobody speaks Japanese.
Yeah.
Must be a good environment for him.
Yeah, it was like when I first went to Japan, I went to Ibaraki again.
So nobody speaks English.
English.
So you had to.
Yeah, it's a good opportunity.
そうそうそう。まあ田舎に行くメリットとしてはそういうところもありますね。
Yeah.
英語しか喋らない環境にあるんで。
Exactly.
で、あとは東京外語大っていう。
yeah.
If you wanna study English, it's the best university.
I didn't know there was a Tokyo Gaidai.
It's really hard to get in the
Oh, really?
university, yeah. Especially if your major is English, it's hard. There are like
Okay. Very competitive.
yeah, tons of like languages. Like there are
Okay.
like Spanish, Germany, French, a lot of languages there, but like English is one of the hardest to get
Oh,
in.
wow. There you go.
そう。ということで、まあ彼はですね、とても頭がいいんですけども、そん
check it
な、
out.
はい、鈴木亮平さんの英語を聞いていきたいと思います。
I know you speak fantastic English too.
Not fantastic, a little bit, yeah.
How's the Tokyo International Film Festival?
Well, it's been like 10 years since I last did this, and it got bigger and bigger every year, so, you know, I'm impressed.
And what are you excited about this year? And tell us about your film. Why should we go and see your film?
Well, it's a story about 3 kids and their mother who killed their father, and she comes back after 15 years, and you're gonna see what happens after 16 years.
Film.
I mean, 15 years.
15
sorry.
years, yeah. Film is such an incredible way to communicate between people and cultures and countries. Why do you think film is important
Well, what do you mean important to?
in the world for keeping people together and communicating between other cultures?
You mean what? Why is filming important?
Yeah.
Well, that's a big question.
I always ask the big questions.
Let me think about it. Well, what
Because
I like
that's a big thing about Tokyo International Film Festival is bringing
Right.
people from around the world together.
Well, what I like about films is, well, I always watch films when I'm depressed, or well, I always watch films, but I always want to see films when I'm depressed or, you know, something bad happens to me. So the films are like cure to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a great answer.
It helps me feel good about my life and feel good about the people around me. So that's what films are like. I mean, to me, yeah.
Okay.
Great answer, you know?
It was a tricky question.
Yeah,
How
really.
would you answer the question?
Oh, why a movie is important?
Why is film so important to you?
I gotta use the movies to teach English. That's why it's important to me.
It can be like series or dramas.
Yeah. True.
But his answer is pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Cure to me.
And you can tell that was a real like on the spot answer. It
so
wasn't
ne.
pre-prepared or scripted or anything. You know, he was even a little shocked
本当だよ。
from the
わ
question.
みたいな感じだったよね。
Yeah, but really good thinking on his feet, and he was able to give a really good response. And well, fantastic English too.
So,
what can I say?
イングリッシュはもうね、どうでしたか
Yeah, absolutely flawless
Flawless.
English.
出た flawless.
I couldn't really pinpoint any mistakes. Great pronunciation, great range of vocabulary, and great linking. So
Lincoln ね。
yeah. Like you know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I find that actors are very good at that because they do a lot of shadowing. They do a lot of manesuru in their work, so they're very good at linking and getting that native
なるほど
pronunciation
ね
down.
さっきのヒヨさんと比較してどうだった
Okay, good question. I would say if you compare it to the gentleman we just looked at, Hio had a very native rhythm. So his English flow was like a very native. Yeah, very native.
まあ確かにそうだね。若干その日本人の日本語を喋る時のトーンが良平さんにはあるよね。
Yeah, so Ryohei when he speaks English is a bit more of a flat tone, less emphasis, less stress
そうだね。
on certain syllables, which comes from Japanese language, right?
そうだね。
Yeah, but he didn't make any of the mistakes Japanese tend to in terms of R's and L's, B's and V's. All of those pronunciations were really good. Just kind of that intonation,
トーンとかイントネーション、リズムね。
rhythm, flow. Yeah. But as you know, Sina, that's like his identity.
そうだね。だからなんか僕は結構そのジャパニーズトーンとかリズムを I like to keep the Japanese tone, rhythm and intonation because it says our background, how we study English, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Like if you were just American, you were just like, oh, he speaks English, of course.
Right.
But if you have like Japanese accent or intonation, oh, how did you study your English? Because your English is kind of cool, but you got a kind of unique accent or something,
Yeah.
right?
It was like that when we were talking about Ken Watanabe.
ああ、そうね。
It's kind of cool when he's the
ラ
last
ストサムライ
samurai.
のね。
He's,
そうそうそう。
Cherry blossom is very beautiful. That's his identity.
そうそう
Yeah.
そう。ナイスナイス。
Yeah, there you go. So, wow, what can I say?
じゃ
Absolutely
あ、そう
fantastic
ですね。
English.
Let's rate his English.
I'm gonna rate it at 9.7.
9.7! Wow! That's actually the highest じゃない
Really?
Exclude the native speakers.
Yeah, well, there you go. Absolutely fantastic
さす
English.
が演技研一級。
Maybe I'm feeling generous today. Plus, we got matching outfits, all black.
ああ、
all
そうだ
black.
ね。確かになるほどね。ブラックメン同士でね。いや、でも 9.7 点か。The highest だね。ほぼ
Really?
まあだからその 0.3 点は C というなら、そのイントネーションとかリズムという
Yes,
ところ。
stressing on some syllables just to make his, English maybe sound a bit more native
Native-ish.
or, yeah, just like a bit more exciting.
まあでもほぼほぼ完璧というところですね。
Yeah, absolutely. No mistakes. Flawless.
素晴らしいです。9.7 で多分最高得点に近いかな。
Yeah, awesome. Good stuff.
ということでですね、次行ってみたいと思います。次は fourth person。
Okay.
ディーン・藤岡さんですね。
Dean.
ディーン・藤岡。
Okay.
多分本名じゃない。
It's a
なんていうの
stage name?
ステージネーム、そう、ステージネームかな。なんですけれども、彼はですね、なんと、He speaks five languages. So, Cantonese, Mandarin, Indonesian, English, Japanese, five languages.
Wow.
そうだけど、
Genius.
日本人ですね、多分。
Yeah?
ハーフじゃないんじゃないか。
Because his name's a Dean.
でも、his real name is actually Japanese, I think.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. で、he was studying abroad in Seattle.
Okay.
Then after that, he was traveling around in Asia. So
Oh, fantastic.
that's how he studied language. Tell me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even when I was living in Thailand, there was a lot of people studying English, but like in Thailand.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, a lot of my friends, they learnt English in like the Philippines. Like even though it's not their native language, you can still go to these countries and learn English.
His wife is also Indonesian.
Ah, good on it, man.
そうだから
Fantastic.
5カ国語喋れるジーニアスですね。
All right.
ということで、まあ彼の英語をチェックしてきて。
Yeah, let's put it to the test. He's got good like breadth of English. He speaks a lot of languages, but let's see if each language is
How high level
deep.
he speaks ね。
Yeah. Because a lot of people they speak like a lot of languages, but if it's just a couple words, it's kind of cheating.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Yeah.
whoa.
But let's see.
それではディーン・藤岡さんの英語をチェックしていきたいと思います。
Thank you. Well, thank you for having me here. Good evening, everyone. I'm back. I made it back. It's been a year since the last time, and I'm really glad that I'm actually be part of of Gala's film, and you guys just finished the film, right? Yeah, watching the film, right? Let's hear from you guys. How you guys like the film. I hope you guys have your own answers to this mysterious piece of work, because I believe this film is not something that it doesn't have the binary thinking. It's got the open ending, and then it really, I'm pretty sure it opens up a new opens up a dialogue for people who for those who watch this film, and hopefully we can have a fun time together tonight.
Nice!
All right.
Whoa!
I wonder what movie it was.
yeah, mysterious movie.
Sounds like an exciting movie,
Okay.
Open-ended, mysterious.
どうでしたかね ディーン・フジオカさんの5分の1ランゲージは
Yeah, well, absolutely fantastic, you know? If we're going to answer the question we asked before. Yeah, really good. You could tell that he's a little bit nervous. He said a lot of aizuchi,
Yeah, yeah.
but it was all English aizuchi.
そうね
you know, like, which just happens when you're nervous, right?
Yeah.
So it's hard to rate someone's English when they're on a stage in front of hundreds of people
そうね
during work.
そうだね
After a couple beers and in natural conversation, he's much more chill
Yeah.
and it'll be much more easier to rate his English.
Because like when people get nervous, even their first language is hard to speak.
Yeah,
so-
100%. Especially if you speak 5 languages.
Yeah, that's true.
Like he's probably thinking in Chinese or something.
Oh, this is Chinese, you have to change it to
Indonesian. They're like, oh, what's the word again? It happens even with me.
Japanese and English?
Yeah. I'll be like, how can I say natsukashi in English again? You know?
Yeah, that's true.
What's that word again? I know it in Japanese. I forget the English word.
Yeah.
That's what happens, man. But yeah, really good in terms of what I did here. This clip was a bit shorter
So,
than the other ones.
But did
And
you see any flow in his English?
only one thing that really stood out was he said mysterious instead of mysterious.
Pronunciation?
Yeah, it was just like his vowel sound was a bit off there. Which vowels are what kind of tricky because vowels change so much in
So
English.
then,
It's not like in Japanese, it's ah, i, u, e, o.
Yeah.
In English, ah can be
Yeah.
o sometimes. Yeah. So it's very tricky.
Okay.
But very conversational English, I would say. I would tell that this gentleman here probably practiced a lot through conversation. Like you said, in his travels overseas.
Yeah.
Because he used very simple words, which is good. Whether some of the other gentlemen used very high level words. Like
last guy?
Hio, he used quite high level academic words, which there's no right or wrong, but actually I recommend for beginners to master those basic words first. Just like this gentleman here.
But if you use academic word or a more advanced word, you sounded more intelligent.
Yeah. But also if you use the academic word wrong, you sound less. Or if the word you say doesn't match the situation, it sounds off.
Yeah, kind of confuse people.
Yeah. Whether if you just use the basic words, you can use the basics anytime. So I always recommend to master the English basics first.
Yeah.
And that's what this gentleman has done here today.
Okay.
And yeah, just with a little bit of maybe a bit more vocabulary training, maybe some more pronunciation to get those vowels down.
But can you tell that he's Japanese from his English?
Ooh, I wouldn't pinpoint Japan. I
okay.
would pinpoint, I don't know.
Where do you say?
Yeah, I'd say probably Japan. Because I'm used to it. But if
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't
true.
know much about Japan, if I didn't live here, it would be hard to guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's read his English.
All right. Wow, this is gonna be a tricky one. This is a tricky one because I would love to hear more of what he would talk about. Because he didn't really say much. It was just one question. And a lot of aizuchi. So I'm gonna rate him 8.5.
8.5 was still a really
Still
high
pretty-
score.
Yeah. Well, his English was fantastic.
Wow.
Yeah.
Actors are really good at English.
He made no mistakes, right?
Yeah. It
Yeah.
was simple conversation, but still
Yeah.
it's hard to do that in front of a lot of people there.
100%. Yeah.
Okay, 8.5.
Maybe 8.4, 8.5, you know? If you got maybe a little bit more confidence, calmness, cool as a cucumber.
Cool as a cucumber.
He'd be up at like 8.7, you know?
And a little bit more vocabulary.
Yeah, maybe some more expressive words. Maybe some more adjectives in there. Adjectives are a great way to make your English sound more informative, use more expressions. Like the authors. Authors are very good at using
そうだね。
adjectives because they write all the time.
そうだね。まあでも
Nice.
プロナンセーションとかリズムはすごい良かったね。
Yeah.
OK、
Really good.
8.5 点ということですね。
Nice.
はい、次ですが、西島秀俊さん。
Nishijima,
すごいね、人気なハンサムで有名な俳優さんですね。
West Island.
Yes 直訳するとそうだけど、彼はですね、横浜国立大学って知ってる？
Yeah, Hamako.
横国。
Yokohama, yeah. Cup Noodle Museum.
横浜で一番賢い大学。
Oh, well.
神奈川で一番
はい
賢い大学で、
神奈川
まあ、彼も一番最初の福士蒼汰さんと一緒でセルフトートですね、studied by himself。
Rokugaku.
そうで勉強した英語なんですけど、まあそんな彼の英語をちょっと古い動画になってしまうんですけども、
Yeah.
はい、彼の英語をですね聞いていきたいと
So
思います。
maybe since then it's improved.
Yeah,
a lot.
a
This is
little.
2011, brother.
あ、本当だ。
12 years ago. It's 2023, dude. So it's a little bit unfair, hey? Because
Yeah.
the other guys are probably recent.
はい、ということで、ちょっと古いんですが、西島秀俊さんの動画を見ていきたいと思います。
12 years ago. There was no more recent ones?
なあ。
Nah?
For me, that was the most hardest shooting in my life. But yeah, it was so happy because he, prepare everything, and he ordered me. Don't talk anybody. Actors, staffs, don't talk, no laugh. So 1.5 months, I talked with only Amir and Shola Golparian. So I forgot how to speak, but by the way, that way I focus my role 100%. That's my first experience, and I think that worked.
Nice.
Okay, nice.
I think the headphones automatically translated in his ear.
Oh,
That's why he
okay.
had to take it off.
Yeah. Probably speaking Japanese
Yeah,
to
yeah,
him.
yeah. He got
Too many
confused.
languages.
Yeah. That's why.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Well, as he said, this is an old video, so,
yeah.
now his English is probably improved, right?
Yeah, it might
we
be
kept
improved, yeah.
studying. From what I saw today, if we're gonna rate this point of time, really good understanding of the basics. Some little mistakes here and there. He said most hardest, whether it's already in the superlative form. So that's like saying most best
Yeah.
or most worst, right? You can just say hardest.
The hardest.
The hardest, yeah. That was the hardest filming I've ever done.
Yeah.
But yeah, really good understanding of the basics. And with a bit more brushing up of that kind of forms in English. I think at one point he said, order me, don't talk. Or something. Those words are all correct, but you just need some extra words to link them together.
Yeah.
He ordered me not to talk. You just need some couple fillers
Yeah,
in between.
sentences
some
are
articles.
sometimes like broken. Eh?
Yeah, it's the same with Japanese. A lot of even with me, I often mistake particles. So it's the same thing with articles in English.
It's kind of hard to translate a Japanese into English because the grammar is so different, right? So it happens a lot for Japanese learners.
Yeah, especially while you're still at the beginner stage and you're trying to translate everything.
Yeah.
It's really hard. But he did a great job, and obviously you could tell he was a bit nervous. He stumbled a couple times, but that's just gonna happen while you're working on stage in front of a lot of people.
What would you tell him if he asked you, what can I do for improve my English?
Good question. Like I said, just brush up again on those tenses. Tenses and forms.
Okay.
First person, second person, third person, everything like that.
Okay.
Yeah, he ordered me passive form, active form. Yeah. But other than that, he's got a good foundation, so he'll be easily able to build a good house on top.
Great basics があるからね。
Foundation.
Foundation がね。
That's really important. Imagine building a house and you got the most beautiful TV, beautiful bricks, but it's built on sand. It's terrible. That's if someone tries to do Eiken-Ikkyu, but they don't have the foundation. This guy, he's got a good foundation. Just needs a bit more bricks and needs some more support to make it a good house.
Vocabulary and idioms and kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Let's rate his English.
I'm gonna rate it. Yeah. This is also 2011. Should I give him some extra points?
Yeah, give me
okay,
extra
okay.
0.5, yeah?
Then I'm gonna rate it a 6.8.
6.8. Oh,
Yeah.
pretty much like almost 7 then.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good score, but like today's actor speaks really good
Right,
English,
right.
so it sounded like lower than usual,
does.
but like 6.8 だからすごい結構高得点ですね。
Yeah. So obviously today we had native speaker
そ
level
う
people.
だね、
So-
みんなにうまかったからね。だからまあベーシックあって他の人よりはかなりアドバンテージというか積み上げてきたものがあるけど、
Yeah.
まああとはそういった文章のちょっとしたブロークンセンテンスとかをこう綺麗に
Right,
組み立てられるようになると前の人たちみたいな8点とか9点になっていくみたいな。
Yeah. I feel like nerves are only going to be settled by having a lot of speaking time. So you could tell from someone like Hio, who was very calm, cool as a cucumber, you know, when speaking English.
He spent a lot of time abroad, so.
Yeah, my point exactly. Yeah. So the more time you spend speaking English, the more confident you get.
Yeah.
Whether he probably has a lot less time speaking English. So he's a lot more nervous.
でもね、素晴らしい得点ですね。
Yeah, really good. And 6.8 is a great score.
そうだね。
If the average is 5, that's still a lot above the average. Yeah. Good job.
はい、ということでですね。はい、ラストはですね、竹之内豊さん知ってる？豊竹之内。彼はですね、なんとドラマフィルミングがあって、それで英語の勉強したらしいですね。
Okay,
はい、
cool.
だから仕事のために英語の勉強したと。
Yeah, probably a big theme across today.
ということで、最後ですね、豊竹之内さんの英語をチェックしていきたいと思います。それでは行ってみたいと思います。
Hello everyone.
Hey!
I'm Yutaka Takenouchi, playing the role of Captain Sakae Oba. This is my second time in Australia, and I'm very happy to be welcomed so warmly. This film, Oba, the last summer, it explained Second World War. It's a bit of a serious theme, but as a form of entertainment shared across the world, film has the power to unite people across the globe. I would be very pleased if films can help bring together the Australian and Japanese people. I truly hope that you will enjoy the next 2 hours and 8 minutes. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
OK! 上手だね。
Yeah, well, I can tell that was a script.
でもそれにしても、まあすごく流れが上手だった。
Yeah, good. You can tell he practiced it a lot.
Yeah.
But one time he forgot what was a continuation, then he stopped completely.
Okay.
And that's how you know it's a script.
OK。
So it's a bit hard to rank him amongst the people today because obviously it was a script.
Yeah.
Everyone else was very natural conversation. Yeah, but he stayed calm.
And how he speaks is really important だから。Even if it's prepared, some people get nervous, but he was really calm, so.
Because it was a script, there wasn't so many mistakes. He remembered it very correctly. A little bit of pronunciation with the R's and L's.
Okay.
I could pinpoint. Also, Australia is such a hard word to pronounce.
And also Australia.
Yeah, Australia. And like World War.
World War. Yeah.
So if you want to practice R and L's, those are 2 good words. But he made a great speech and executed it really fantastically.
ちょっとまあ採点が難しいですけど、レーティングの話しましょうかじゃあ。
Okay, I'm gonna rate him.
まあプリペアだからちょっと引かれるかな。
Yeah. I'm gonna take a couple
credit from him.
a little bit of credit. I'm gonna rate him same as the last gentleman. So
Okay.
6.8.
OK.
Yeah.
なるほど。
6.8.
じゃあ
Which is still a very good score. It shows a complete understanding of the basics and then also a little bit extra.
まあベーシックスあるから、まああとはこうブリックスを積み上げていくみたいな感じかな。
Exactly. Yeah. But this guy was very confident.
ああ、そう
I
ね
can。tell much more than the last guy. He was very confident, very calm.
あ、でもあれか、プリペアドだったから引かれちゃってどう
That's right. Yeah.
あ、もったいない。
And I gave the other guy more points because it wasn't prepared.
On the spot だったね。
Yeah.
なるほど。ということで以上になりますけれども、
Yeah, pretty good score across the board.
今日は 9.7 点。鈴木亮平さんですかね。
Hey.
あ、ひよさんを除くとね。ひよさんが
Right.
10点満点だから。まあでも彼はネイティブだから、そう、ネイティブだか
A
ら
little bit unfair.
抜きます。ということで鈴木亮平さんがアンネイティブではもうほぼ満点ですね。
Oh, yeah.
素晴らしい得点が出ましたということですね。
Nice.
で、そして今日のテイクアウェイですが、まあ皆さんアクターというお仕事で世界で活躍されて、まあ、実際に英語を使うというところでね、英語を勉強していると。で、まあ多くの人は英語を喋りたいから英語を勉強する人が多いんですけども、彼らみたいにね、こう実際に目的を持って英語を勉強することで、やっぱ継続性を持って勉強することができますので、ぜひですね、英語を勉強したいその理由をですね、彼らのように持っていただいて、パッションを持ってですね、こういった素晴らしいロールモデルの皆さんをお手本にして勉強していただければなと思います。
自分の人生を見つけて最高の人生行きましょう。
そうね、そこにね、まあ、英語が入ってくるというよりね、
いやいやいや
こう幅広く人生もね、楽しくなりますからね。
モチベーション大事だからね。
そうだね。Alright guys!
You should say that's a wrap because it was actors.
Okay, that's a wrap. Thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, please dive into like button, leave a comment, make sure to subscribe, check us on Instagram. Then I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, Tunas.
Peace out, guys.